Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to the Beth Williams Indie Americana Songwriter Show, episode number 100. I'm singer-songwriter Beth Williams, coming to you, as I always do, from Colorado, USA. I normally take you on a musical journey where the Colorado mountains meet the West Texas wind and beyond. However, today I'm going to take you on a different journey. A journey to the Texas Hill Country where Greg Forrest lived most of his life. I wanted to do something special for my 100th, it's hard to say, 100th radio show. It seems very fitting. It should be a tribute to Greg, who was carried away by the Texas wind recently. If you've been following my show for the past 2 years, if you're a singer-songwriter who's been played on my show, or even if this is your first time tuning in, you can thank Greg Forrest. He's the reason I've been able to do my radio show. So years ago, I told Greg I wanted to have my own small recording studio. He ordered all the equipment for me and then showed me step by step how to set it up and run Pro Tools. That's what I'm recording on right now. He helped and tutored me through the years on everything techie. How to shoot videos, the camera to purchase, how to burn CDs, tag them, the right printer to use so I could print labels on the actual CDs that I did for myself. And the list goes on of all the things he taught me. There was never a time, not once, that I called and he didn't stop what he was doing to help me or call me back as soon as he could to walk me through whatever it was. So, Show 100 is my way of saying thank you, Greg, and honoring his precious memory. I'm going to be playing songs of his and others he recorded through the years. Most of the recordings are older. His Texas Tune Stranglers album was recorded in 93, I think. End Times Lullabies was recorded before that, I think. I'm not sure. So some of the songs were recorded in a studio. Some were recorded live to a 2-track where they were performing like at various gigs. And Greg worked with many great musicians, but his one constant companion was Ronnie Leatherman, who he worked with from the late 60s until his most recent gig. So almost all of the recordings you hear, it's Ronnie on bass. So thank you, Ronnie, for being such an amazing, loyal friend and bandmate to Greg. So Greg wasn't just a musician. He and Karen Lynn Utterback, or just Karen Lynn, started Heartbeat of the Texas Hill Country magazine in 2013. He was super proud of the magazine, and it's still going on, and I understand that Karen Lynn's going to keep it going, so y'all check that out for sure. He was a writer-editor at Hill Country Happenings for 11 years. He was also the author, and he was real proud of this, I think, of a number of books published by Hal Leonard, who is the largest music publisher in the U.S., He was the founder of Hill Country Film Group, shot many videos. I mean, the list just goes on and on of all the great things he did, and he helped many people. So I met Greg in 1979. I had relocated to Florida from Texas and was living with my parents, not sure what I was going to be doing with my life. And so someone in Texas told Greg about me and my singing. He called and asked if he could come to Florida and try singing with me. Crazy, huh? But so he did. And I ended up moving back to Texas. I moved to Kerrville, Texas, where he was, and we formed Slow Cotton, working as a duo and a band for about 7 or 8 years. We were Slow Cotton, and we also played together in a band called Japonica. So the day after he came to meet me in Florida, we were at my parents' house, and I remember very clearly he sat down at my mother's piano and played this song. And as you listen, you'll understand why I moved back to Texas to sing with him.
Could you believe in a dream when I tell you that it's real? Would you believe, precious friend of mine? Would you believe when it seems, oh, you're proud of what you do? Give you courage to carry, courage to carry, courage to carry your spirit up on high. Just to carry your spirit up on high. I've seen people in trouble, I heard the angels cry. Don't be tampering with my children, make the devil fly. Spent the night with David, oh, he taught me what to say. I was looking for a smooth stone when I heard him pray. Could you believe in a dream when I tell you that it's real? Would you believe, precious friend of mine? And would you believe when it seems, oh, you're proud of what you do? Give you courage to carry, courage to carry, courage to carry your freedom up on high. Just to carry your freedom up on high. Oh, I could sing you rhymes and reasons to lay your burden softly down. Yeah, kings and prophets dead for freedom, precious memories at prison underground. Oh, I got this song that I sing, I'll make the mountains ring. Yeah, tell my mama that I am homeward bound. Could you believe in a dream when I tell you that it's true? Would you believe, precious friend of mine? Would you believe when it seems that we're proud of what we do? Give you courage to carry, courage to carry, courage to carry your freedom up on high. Just to carry your freedom up on high. Oh, just believe, just believe, just believe, just believe, just believe.
I met Greg in the early 60s as a musician. I knew him forever. Since then, we played in a lot of bands. There wasn't anybody else that you could hang out with that was more fun or never knew what was going to happen next. So I love Greg, and he called me amigo, and in my mind, we'll be amigos forever. Thank you, Greg.
Greg Forrest, a person that will forever be in my heart and a name that will be remembered. My business partner, my dear friend, my educator, and my Jamaican buddy. I was honored to have known you and honored to have met so many amazing people because of you. People who are mourning with me because of your absence. I wasn't ready for you to leave, but may you be at ease now. I will do my best to keep our magazine alive, knowing that is what you'd want. One love, Greg Mayer Forrest. Even though you thought differently, I bet your soul is soaring.
When your life depends on love, it can be hard to keep your place. When your own is not enough, you're sure to live with heartache. I don't wanna start again. Yeah, this time I gave it all. Falling out of love with you is just too far to fall. So let's dance tonight, my dear, and make sure that the song is slow. If a song can bring you near, I may not have to let you go, and I don't wanna start again. Yeah, this time I gave it all. Falling out of love with you is just too far to fall. So let's dance tonight, my dear, and make sure that the song is slow. If a song can bring you near, I may not have to let you go, and I don't want to start again. Yeah, this time I gave it all. Falling out of love with you is just too far to fall. You're falling out of love with you is just too far to fall.
Howdy, this is Rand McCullough, Kerrville, Texas. Greg was one of my good buddies. Played a lot of gigs with him. Played the last gig he ever played with Ronnie Leatherman and myself. Sure you're going to miss that guy. And I really hope he makes it home. His good boy, his good dog Boudreaux will be there waiting for him. We love you, Greg. Adios.
This is Barbara McCullough. I will really miss Greg's sharp wit and his irreverent humor. He was so supportive of our move to Kerrville and of my singing, and I'm forever grateful. Godspeed on your journey, Greg. Love you.
If you're just tuning in and joining us, I'm Beth Williams, and this is a tribute show to one of the most loved Texas Hill Country musicians, singer-songwriters, and so much more, Greg Forrest. The tune he's going to do now is Living It Up Before the Meltdown, which was written by Rand McCullough.
Living it up, living it up, living it up for the meltdown. Don't tell me there is no reason to live, and don't tell me there is no reason to smile. As long as there is one party to give, hey, let's party like it's going out of style. You know the rent sure is cheap in toxic territory, and your stories of doomsday, they don't scare me, because I'm living it up. I'm living it up, living it up for the meltdown. Yes, I am living it up. Oh, I'm living it up, living it up for the meltdown. Well, can you feel the ground shake? This is the big one. Well, uh-oh, look up, see the last rays of the sun. It's coming fast, there's no time to run. So just grab a box of crackers and your handgun. I don't really care if the sky turns gray. We've got lots of money, so let's play and play and play. Oh, living it up. Oh, we're living it up. Living it up for the meltdown. Yes, I am. I'm living it up. Oh, living it up. Oh, living it up for the meltdown. When you feel the radiation flowing under the ground. Yes, I am. You know, I don't really care if the sky stays gray. me, so let's play and play and play. That's why I'm living it up. Living it up. Living it up for the meltdown. Living it up. Living it up. Living it up for the meltdown. Living it up. Living it up. Living it up for the meltdown. Living it up. Living it up. Living it up for the meltdown. Yeah, living it up. Yes, I am. Living it up. Living it up for the meltdown. Living it up. Living it up.
Greg Forrest, what a unique individual, what a unique, creative, and inspiring human being. Someone who really claimed he didn't believe in spirituality, life after death, but I'll tell you what, he was one of the most spiritual people I know as far as helping other people. He spent his whole life promoting other people, helping other people, being tech support for me. You know, God bless you, Greg. We miss you. We love you, and keep up your creativity. And now I guess you also know there is life after death. So enjoy your ride on the free-spirited circus in heaven, and we will see you here again, man.
I had the grief and the honor of being with Greg at the time of his death at his home. As I looked out the window praying for the EMS, in a clear voice, he said, "Joe, I love you. I want y'all to add your names to that statement of his, because I know in my heart he meant all of us." Sadly but grateful, Joe Voorhees.
I'm going to miss Greg so much. Going to miss all the learning that went on, the mind-expanding, thought-provoking conversations, the music, the love he shared, the arguing, the laughter. Going to miss all of that. Barb Voorhees.
Here's Greg Forrest doing an original song from his End Times Lullabies CD. The name of the tune is Tipsy Gypsy.
I was crazy about you. That's the hardest part. Every day without you, every night apart. I'm a true believer, another fool in love. You might knock me down, but I'll get back up. 'Cause the moon doesn't know that the earth is not the sun. Just like I didn't know that you weren't the one. The moon keeps turning around this world of ours, and I'm still spinning round your falling star. There's no rhyme to the reason about what the heart don't know. Every sign points to leaving, but I can't let go. I can bear my burden, I can risk regret. Oh, someday I'll learn, I just haven't yet. 'Cause the moon doesn't know that the earth is not the sun. Just like I didn't know that you weren't the one. The moon keeps turning around this world of ours, and I'm still spinning around your falling star. And right behind your eyes, I can see the proof. Maybe give it time. Oh, I can face the truth that the moon doesn't know that the earth is not the sun. Just like I didn't know that you weren't the one. The moon keeps turning around this world of ours, and I'm still spinning around your falling star. Yes, I'm still spinning around your falling star.
Greg Forrest, my brother, precious rebel friend, lover of sugar and Boudreaux, prolific artist of song, guitar, piano, recording, film, graphic design and effects, photography, books, and more. Darling, hysterical radical, generous giver of refuge to musicians and others, brilliant free thinker, and one of the funniest, quick-witted, and relentless purveyors of the truth. If friends are a measure of a person's worth, then Greg Forrest is rich still. I love you, Greg. Mara Osborne.
Greg was a good friend when I needed one. I consider him one of the best friends I've ever had. I loved him a lot. I regret that he's gone. That's the only thing I regret about my experience with Greg.
Wait a bit, you're going fishing all of the time. I'm going fishing too. I bet your life, your sweet wife's gonna catch more fish than you. Some fish bite if you got good bait. Here's a little tip I wanna relate. With my pole and my line, well, I'm going fishing. Yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. Well, I went down to my favorite fishing hole. You know what my best friend did do? He caught a 12-pound catfish on a 9-pound line. Took that puppy home, boy, it tasted fine. Well, many fish bite if you got good bait. Here's a little tip I wanna relate. With my pole and my line, well, I'm going fishing. Yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. In the pan, mama, throw 'em in the pan. Let's cook 'em till they're nice and brown. Put a little flapjack milk batter on 'em. We'll gobble them fish right down. Well, many fish bite if you got good bait. Here's a little tip I wanna relate. With my pole and my line, well, I'm going fishing. Yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. Fishing all of the time, I'm a-going fishing too. I'll bet your life that your sweet wife is gonna catch more fish than you. But one fish bite if you got good bait. Here's a little tip I wanna relate. With my pole and my line, well, I'm a-going fishing. Yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. Well, I'm going fishing, yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. Bet you're going fishing all of the time. I'm a-going fishing too. Bet your life that your sweet wife's gonna catch more fish than you. Well, many fish bite if you got good bait. Here's a little tip I wanna relate. With my pole and my line, well, I'm a-going fishing. Yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. Well, I'm a-going fishing, yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby's going fishing too. Yes, I'm a-going fishing, yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby's going fishing too. at your sister's. Baby, I know that ain't true. Said you at your sister's, but I called. Yeah, that ain't true.
Greg was a dear friend since the early 90s, and not just to me, but to our whole community. I feel like he's going to leave a big hole here in our extended family because he wasn't just a great musician, he was also a great human being and a great friend. He did a lot to help young people. He mentored them with music, and he also made sure they had a roof over their head sometimes at his Slucker Mansion. So he will be very missed. We will have tears and smiles when we think about him.
Greg was a revolutionary in the very best sense of the word. He lived his life the way he believed a life should be lived. According to one's belief, he made no apologies for who he was. He was basically a Renaissance man who really could do it all.
I met Greg in 1979 when he and Beth played a gig in a venue where I was working. Through the years, I came to realize that there was so much more to Greg than just a rock and roller playing in a bar. He was incredibly intelligent, a brilliant writer, and was always faithful to his own inner truth. Greg had a lot of integrity, and he always stood up for what he believed.
Never been done so dirty. I ain't never been this blue. I ain't never been done this dirty. Well, I've never been this blue. Walking out that door, I'll leave a light on for you.
Thanks for joining me. I'm Beth Williams, and this is my Indie Americana Songwriter Show. On this episode number 100, we are featuring one of the most loved musicians in the Texas Hill Country, and he did so much more. You can go to musicoffice.com as well as gregforrest.com and learn more about him and the things that he offered up in this life, the gifts that he shared. Just to FYI, all of his music, the songs that you're hearing, they're on his website, gregforrest.com, and they're downloadable, they're free. It was a gift from him to the world, so you can go get those and just play them and think good thoughts for Greg when you hear them.
Greg inspired me in so many ways. I met him when I moved to Kerrville in '84. He encouraged me to create radio shows on Texas music. We did many projects together, and I ended up writing for his magazine, The Heartbeat of the Texas Hill Country. He's been a constant thread in my Hill Country life, creativity, music, and my heart expands with his memory.
Here he is now, Greg Forrest, singing My Back Door, a tune written by Gary Wimmer.
To make you sad, all I saw were the good times that we had. It seems that time just passed us by. When things go right, I never question why. Here I go still close friends. There you go, baby, walking out my back door. A man can only do so much to keep alive a woman's love and touch. She'll make him smile, she'll make him frown. She'll turn him on, then she'll turn him upside down. Here I go again, hoping everything was just me. And there you go, baby, walking out my back door. Shared each other's blues and tried to walk inside each other's shoes, but something changed along the way, and now I'm lost as to what to do or say. And here I go again, pretending it would never end. Yes, there you go, baby, walking out my back. There you go, baby, walking out my back. There you go, honey, walking out my back.
Mark Piper wrote in to say, I am honored and blessed that God allowed and arranged for me to be with our dear friend Greg in his final moments on this earth. Farewell, friend. See you again in the twinkling of an eye. Nancy Gray Rector said, I've been having a hard time putting my feelings into words. I loved Greg as a friend. He could be infuriatingly opinionated and a fierce friend at the same time. He took me to the Psych Fest in Austin to see the Elevator reunion, and he could have taken anyone. I'm missing him more than I can say. One love.
I got a strong love, and it hit me. Got me right between the eyes. Oh, if there's such a thing, then let me sing to you. You wouldn't know me, but I'm witness to a brand new state of mind. Move on to another frame. I don't want to play that game again. All the things you stoop to do when you're trying to make it through, you're backing up against the wall. You're playing by the rules, you're listening to fools. You better know that you're about to fall. But then it hit me unexpected when I finally hit the ground. There ain't nothing worth as much as a love you can never touch or buy. your existence, or you can jump and go for broke. Don't think life's cheap or free. Don't come with a guarantee to give. Well, you've got some time left yet. You want to leave with no regret. That's the best that you can hope to find. But if the truth be known, it doesn't matter what you own or what you do with what you got in mind. I got a strong love and it hit me, got me right between the eyes. Oh, if there's such a thing, then let me sing to you. I got a strong love, oh, oh. I got a strong love, oh, oh. I got a strong love, oh, oh. I got a strong, 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 strong love.
I owe all of my computer acumen to Greg Forrest, but the thing he gave me the most was the bug for travel. He made me realize that it's possible to go anywhere and do anything, and now I bring him with me in my heart everywhere I go.
Give a little, take a little. Oh, let your heart break a little. Oh, that's the story of, that's the glory of love. You gotta laugh a little, cry a little. Let those clouds roll by a little. Oh, that's the story of, that's the glory of love. Yeah. Long as there's just the two of us, we got the world and all its charm. When that world is through with us, we got each other's arms. You gotta win a little, lose a little, sometimes live with those blues a little. Oh, that's the story of, that's the glory of love. Yeah. Just the two of us, we got the world and all its charms. When that world is through with us, we got each other's arms. You gotta laugh a little, cry a little, let those clouds roll by a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. That's the story of, that's the glory. That's the story of, that's the glory of love.
Thanks for joining me for this special 1 hour tribute to Texas singer-songwriter, musician, and so much more, Greg Forrest. I want to say a very special thank you to all of the people who called in and gave a word, a tribute to Greg. So next up, I'm going to do a tune of his, an original song of his. This is called the Valentines Song.
14th is coming, it's that time again. Lovers share their feelings and look back on where they've been. Holding each other, a meeting of the minds, and reaffirming their love. Be my Valentine. Well, love's the greatest feeling when it works out right, and I'm glad that we're together, oh, especially tonight. I've been shot by Cupid and left my old life behind, and I hope you know I love you. Be my Valentine. Yes, all the things we've been through, all the good times and the pain. If I had to do it over, I'd do it all again. It's true, I'll always love you until the end of time. Love's the rock we're anchored on. Be my Valentine. The years go by and we grow old, sunset's drawing near. I'll meet you on the other side, so there's no need to fear. The joy and love you've given me will stand the test of time. Even when it's over, you'll be my Valentine. All the things we've been through, all the good times and the pain. If I had to do it over, I'd do it all again. And I hope you know I love you until the end of time. Love's the rock we're anchored on. Be my Valentine. Yes, love's the rock we're anchored on. Be my Valentine.
Now it's time for a word from Linda Bullard, who is one of Greg's oldest and dearest friends.
I'm sitting here with Sugar, Greg's beloved Sugar, and she wants to be part of this too. So I would like to read a handwritten poem which I received this morning. It came from an area near Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, where Greg's dear old friends Joe Mann, called Punky, and Suzanne Freeman are on their semi-annual pilgrimage. Punky was a classmate of Greg's at Tivy High School, and I met them both when they were seniors and I was in my last year of college. Greg was 17 and I was 22 when I waltzed into his French class, fresh from Europe. We celebrated our 50th anniversary of friendship last year. Greg left me in charge of his last needs, and my brain is just too full of that enormous responsibility to speak about him just yet. So I would like to let the words of Suzanne's poem speak for me. She wrote, "Out of respect for the deceased, this poem will not be sentimental. For G.F." Upon learning his diagnosis, he responded in typical fashion with the following comment: "I've had 67 years of debauchery. I can't complain." The poster child for youthful excess, in his prime he could blow perfect smoke rings, pull the caps off beer bottles with his bare teeth, ingest heroic doses of whatever substance he could get his hands on. By his own admission, he threw away 2 fortunes on toys, travel, and generosity to the point of poverty. In relentless pursuit of beauty, he claimed he turned countless females into lesbians. But the women he didn't chase away remained bonded to him against all odds and logic, as he liked to say. A self-taught biblical scholar and political pundit, he gleefully dished out offense and aggravation with his rantings and ravings, but we always forgave him, this devilish wit machine, this merry-making maestro of 10,000 gigs. He was the hub of a vast and ever-expanding wheel of friendship connections. But now the wheel has come off the wagon, and how do we go on without the person who was the most fun to be with? He would want us to remember the good times are here and now. The good times are here and now. One love to you, dearest Greg. May you rest in eternal Jamaica.
They say every man must fall. I swear I see my reflection somewhere high above these walls. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Well, any day now, I shall be released. Yonder stands a man in this lonely crowd, a man who swears he's not to blame. Well, all day long I hear him shouting, screams out that he was framed. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Well, any day now, I shall be released. They say every distance is not near. I see the face of every man
shall be released. Well, any day now, any way now, I shall be released.
Okay, everybody take a deep breath. That was beautiful. That was Greg Forrest. Thank you all so much for joining me for this tribute to this wonderful person. And remember, you can go to gregforrest.com. You can get these songs, download them, listen to them, and share them with your friends. That would be a great way to honor Greg's memory. So that's it for me. I'm all out of time. I'll be back same time, same station next week. Until then, would love for you to join me on Facebook, Beth Williams Music, as well as YouTube, Beth Williams Music. So until next time, this is yours truly, Beth Williams, wishing you well, reminding you don't look back, be happy now, and as Greg loved to say, one love.
Where you're at now.